6 months is like a 1.18. So far at this event, 1.22. But of course, when he was the world's best, he was getting up above that 1.3 rating. So that's what he's going to be aiming for here in this series.
And he needs to come back into that sort of demigod form that he's always been known for, right? Because even if he's struggling somewhat, you can't be having that. You need him going large and in charge into these games. For Mouse, we'll see how they're able to play once we kick this one off, because we're going into Nuke as the first map, Davey. Dust 2 as the follow-up, a Mirage if we need it. So I do enjoy the spread we got for the Veto at least.
Yeah, and I like what the analyst desk pointed out as well, is that last time they played on this map, Mouse got completely shut down on their T side, and they have to start on the T side again here, as they are going to be pushing forward into ramp. The nade towards door to just try to bait out any sort of aggression from the CTs, but instead it is going to be the A play. Oh no, they're going back towards ramp again. They're just going back and forth. They're running them around.
Oh, I see. They've played Rampy Hutty before, and it seems that they will be going back towards the Rams. Iwu will find the opening headshot, but it will end in a 3-on-3 as Torsi gets the snap off. Apex down on a B site, trying to do some damage, and one by one, all of the T's will be popped in the heads, and it's just on B-Mass, flickering back and forth.
Oh, hello.
All right. He's woken up into the game. He's got 14 HP in the 1v1, but the bomb is in no man's land.
And he's got a minute to play with, so if he just takes his time, goes very slow, Apex is going to have to start worrying about potentially getting flanked from the door, maybe getting flanked from secret, right? Because he had enough time to go anywhere on the map. He could be waiting in ramp exactly how he is. He could have gone back through lobby, gone outside, and you can see Apex has already changed his position because of it. He can't commit to just standing in sight and holding the bomb because he could get flanked from anywhere. So Apex has to reverse clear everything as he's walking through, changing his position, going towards that double door. He's going to make his way up towards the window, and it is going to come down to the timing, and the flick's not there. The HP was just too low, so Apex, the in-game leader, able to clutch out the pistol.
Breaks the glass in case of emergency, and the emergency was, Davey. They wanted a pistol round, so they will get it. They will stop B-Mass from being able to go absolutely nuclear in a round like that and walk away with a clutch. 14 HP, not helping him out there. So Mouse coming close, but yet too far.
Yeah, they were just trying to run him around. I don't know if that was intentional on the side of Mouse, if they just wanted to, be running back and forth, try to pull out any pushes, try to bait out any aggression, or if they just couldn't make up their mind based on all the info they were getting. Hey, go back ramp. No, wait, no, come back up. Ooh, never mind. They're stacked. They'll go ramp again. They didn't really seem like they knew where they wanted to go.
Tour de Nuke.
Yeah, exactly.
But they forgot about the bikes.
Getting their cardio in.
That's true. You got to get it in, mate.
We used to call it cardio strats. You would just run around the map, just back and forth from A to B on Dust 2, B tunnels, take some shots all the way back to long tunnels, some shots back and forth. Cardio strat.
Doing a little marathon, getting the legs moving. Ooh, feet moving towards the outside into this round. Tag through the smoke for Apex. He's going to hock him into the spam and we'll be able to catch Torsi.
Unlucky.
And Dexter's down to 36 as well, but they have got their way into secret. Zywoo's here. He's waiting with the MP9. And he should be able to make a ton of money off the back of this if he overwhelms them.
Jump spots in, spots the players down towards secret. Actually doesn't close the door. Leaves it open, which you probably want to close it in that situation.
Get a draft coming in.
Yeah, well, that, you're letting all the AC out, but also you want them to have to make the sound cue to come out. See, because now he has to keep looking at it because they could always just walk out on him. But it is going to be the play towards the single door instead. Frozen, he's here, he's holding. Now, some support is in from ramp. That is Masuda. Flash towards the site. Going to allow them to get out, but Frozen finds Ziwu, and that's the big kill from him. Frozen's inside of the site now. They're just trying to ring out these eagle shots, see if they can find anything, but the long-range MP9 of Masuda is going to come out on top. Apex gets another one with the M4. 3 kills on the round for him. 5-0 for the in-game leader after starting that one off with the spray through the smoke outside.
Lots of damage. And in the end, another one brought home. Ooh. You see that scream from Apex?
Oh, is he giving it already?
He turned and screamed,
Love
yeah.
that from him.
Mate, I love watching Apex. I just like his physical reactions, outside of the game. It's so funny to me. He's just so animated. We've actually got, kind of a battle of 2 very invested players. When you look at JDC as well, when we had him yesterday, or a couple of days ago, right? He was the most hyped up Counter-Strike player I've ever seen. He was screaming round after round. He was giving it one of these, with, the Italian hands. It was mad.
Spam coming out towards the door, not able to find anything. It is Apex outside, and he might be able to farm some more kills here. Dexter's got down secret. They're okay with that. They're not too concerned. Apex can't actually find the shot. Oh, peeks out, gets tagged by the Deagle. And he's still just looking for it, but JDC's the one to win out with the long-range Deeg. Headshot found. That's the M4 dropped. And Zywoo, remember, he knew that they were going to be on eco this round, so he didn't buy anything into it. Just the USP, so he's going to go collect that M4. Dexter's down in secret, so the play should be towards ramp here. They want to try to collapse on that single ramp player of Masuda, and he has a big job on his hands.
Push coming to shove. He hears the footsteps as they do begin to run amok. Drops straight off the ramp and dashes the Molotov to buy himself time. Zywoo, he wraps in as well, and he's holding the line. Watching with the M4. He's going to peek into this. Finds the easy frag back up from Masuda as well. And it's a clean up through Clay towards the ramp. No damage done onto the CTs, just the one casualty of Apex towards the beginning of the round. So all in all, you'll be happy with how that goes. And they do work their way through it.
Yeah, you're not going to have a problem with that one. Masuda also found a couple kills with the MP9, just farming up the cash. We are going to see the first gun round here, though. And this is where I'm curious to see what Mouse do. You know, talking before the game to some of the other casters, some of the other analysts, you know. People were saying how Mouse, they play a very cookie-cutter T-side, right? There's sometimes they can lack some tactical depth. When things start to go wrong, they don't have a whole lot to fall back on. If their defaults are failing, they can struggle in these games, and that's why I think we saw that 14-1, you know, half previously when these two teams played. Oh, gap in the smoke. That's going to be bad.
Ooh. I mean, maybe not. Because he jumps across, he's now got to go for a second peek. We'll be able to hit that. That was a lovely little adjustment onto the back at JDC. But Frozen has got into garage. He's just going to post up. Zywoo watching such a close angle. The little pixel peek onto CT Blue.
Just holding for any close aggression towards main. That's all he's really watching for. Like you said, he has Frozen to back him up. He's going to be holding this big garage play. As Zywoo wants to back off. Deagle to break the glass. Gives away the sound cube, but he doesn't really mind. Apex is walking out. Flash is going to be in. Frozen's actually dodged it. Oh, and they don't clear him. They think Big Garage is clear now. Frozen has the timing. He's going to push forward. Should be able to find this one onto Apex and does. Apex not wanting to commit to swing outside. He doesn't want to swing all the way out and be exposed to the side of Mini or deep outside. So he just clears close Big Garage and then falls back. But Frozen, tucked away in the corner, heard all of it. Walks forward, finds the trade back. So it is going to be the 4 versus 4 now. And Mouse with 25 seconds remaining. They're going towards B, but there's 2 CTs down here.
20 seconds left on the clock. Masuda playing close towards the door, needs to strike, does get the flick shot off onto the header towards the, but a missed shot from Zywoo, so the bomb can be planted, and the teams will keep themselves in a round. Frozen! He's been playing to garage this entire time. Now he takes down his second man as Dupree comes sprinting by. He gets into the 1v1 against Magisk, but he will win out on it, so it's down to the 2-on-2. Flank in the back. Oh, he nearly turned on him, Davey, but too little too late.
And that's it. As soon as Zywoo drops, Magisk, he's just going back for the save. Grab that AK. See if he can recover anything else, maybe some nades, just literally anything. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to. He's just going to run and save that gun. So, Mouse, I mean, crucial miss from Zywoo there, has to be said, on the player going towards the site from Secret. Uncharacteristic miss, ends up costing the team the round. Also, the flash play into Big Garage, I mean, Apex just, again, there's going to be one of those things where people are going to be watching it and be like, why didn't he just clear that corner? Just clear the corner and you kill him. The problem is, and the reason why Frozen is sitting there, is that in order to clear that corner, you have to expose yourself to everything outside.
Yeah.
You have to swing all the way across the Big Garage, which means if there's anybody playing back red, anybody playing towards deep outside, anybody playing close in main, right, you die. You're exposed to them, and if there's multiple players out there, you're really dead. You're like mega dead. So that's why he doesn't swing all the way around.
The difference of exposing yourself to one angle or about 15.
Yeah.
Not worth it. But it does come back to haunt them because of it. So Frozen,
Yeah.
it was a huge 2K for him, all in all. And Mouse do get their first round on the board. So we're going to the 5th now with a 3-1 split. Outside, again, being executed on early as the smokes are up. Apex playing around this. It's going to be a deep flash.
They keep missing the smokes, and now they're going to try to cross once they fade. And this is just, that's 2 rounds in a row. The exact same thing has happened for Mouse outside. They miss the smokes, they take too long to try to cross, and the smoke's fading by the time they actually try to make it across.
Ooh. Dexter. Here's that shot. I mean, it feels a bit rough for Masuda.
Yeah.
Not what you want. Now they've got down ramp. They've slipped straight into the site. Apex is here. He's going to come running in through decon. Can't quite get the timing off to get back through the door. So B-Mass He beats him with the AK. And at this point, the CTs will rotate back over. There's the opening on the door, the face from the AWP, but the shot won't land. 2 frags found for Frozen, though, as he's just assaulting them from the back. And Magist tucks into the vent. Bomb will be planted. He's looking his way around. Could be an opportunity. If he can isolate the 1v1s, you might still have a chance in the round. BMAS playing on the stairs. Will find him. He jumps out onto the site, looking for the frag onto the back line. He knows exactly where towards he is. He's got to kill him. Will take him down. Has utility to play with. Molotov goes out onto the double doors. Frozen running into Decon, but he's lined up the shot, and that's a hell of a retake. Woo, that was a big round.
Yeah, beautifully played from Magisk right there. Like you said, isolating those 1v1s, walking through secret, finds the flank on the player in window, and at that exact moment when he gets that kill window, Torshi rings out a shot through the door. Right there, you saw it. Gave his position away, didn't have the HP, didn't have the positioning. And Magisk plays it to absolute perfection. And of course, Bomb not planted for Frozen. He's worried Magisk could just be sticking it. He doesn't know Magisk doesn't have a kit. The Molotov towards the double door, the Bomb not planted for single, means that Frozen has to run forward. Magisk knows that. He waits for it, lands the shot, and secures the round for Vitality. So they go up 4-1. And there was a kit down in secret as well, right outside of the vent. And Magisk, thinking that Frozen was going to still be facing at some point, went into the vent and ended up missing that kit. And I put it in the back of my mind. I was like, if he loses this round because he runs out of time and didn't pick up that kit, that'll be heartbreaking. But it doesn't matter in the end.
No, in the end, the heartbreak really is on Frozen. Obviously, the 2 frags he found completely flipped the way the round was going. Looked like he had put them in good stead to win it. But it doesn't happen. You can't count out Vitality. So the scoreline getting slightly more lopsided for the CTs as they've now got themselves to 4. Zayu was on the AWP as well. He's going to be stationed outside, looking for the early frag to be coming in. The double smokes are down, but they will be able to bypass him. This time there's no gap for him.
Extra smoke being thrown as well just towards that blue bin, just to deny that slight bit more of information if anybody was playing around it. But this time, like you said, no, again. Oh, I was gonna say again, someone's gonna die crossing late. I was just gonna feel so bad for him. They have forced into it. They've used most of their utility. And look at the rotation from Vitality. They're committing players down into the B site. They're going through secret. The window's broken. And JDC, he's right on the other side of this. Flashes in. They play anti. They spin. JDC gets the both. The double headshot from JDC as he's coming up the stairs. Vitality read the play. They had the rotations. They had the players in the position. But they do not land the shots. Zayu does eventually get one, but that's just BMAS lurking in lobby, and this is going to be the save from the CTs.
Yeah, that's just guaranteed that they can actually save these guns, and there won't be any more funds being ripped away from them from BMAS. But JDC, wow. The first frag, lovely. The follow-up, the fact he gets it and survives is just madness.
True. You got to say, it was back-to-back misses from Vitality, though. But, you know, sometimes that happens, and the other team misses their shot, and you instantly flick up, headshot them both. That's all you can ask for. It's all you can do.
If you give him the opportunity, he's still got to hit his shots, and he certainly did.
Yep. Oh, we're about to see Nuke moment. JDC taking 8 damage from the bomb while still being in the bomb site.
Yeah. We spoke about this before. I know some of you might not know this, but it's one of my favorite little, you know, kind of Counter-Strike things that some people don't realize. Vertigo and Nuke are the only 2 maps in the pool that do have that reduced bomb blast. So now you can tell all your friends, and we'll spread that information everywhere.
Yep. See right there, I mean, that kind of sucks from Azuda.
Wow.
I mean, the shot on Apex was nice, don't get me wrong. But Apex did get like 5 bullets off before he died on the side of his head, so you do kind of got to...
Shame it wasn't in the head, though.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of got to hit those.
Yeah, do need 100 to kill Davey. Apex. He's looking for a kill. Zayu's already got one onto Dexter. Ooh, Frozen with a response again. Follows it back up. Lots of damage done. He's down to 68 HP, and it is a 4-on-4 early into this round.
The molly from Apex actually helping Frozen out. When you saw when he swung around the corner there, it created sort of the molly smoke blocked Apex from being able to see Frozen because contrast with the fence in the background. That fence in the back, it's actually a thing you can do on T side too, where you throw a molly where those outside smokes normally go, and you can swing behind it. And because of the way that the contrast works with the fence and like the sand and the grass and stuff on the outside of the map, it's like almost impossible to see people running behind those mollies. So there, Apex's molly, he throws it, he swings, and you just can't see him at all.
Ooh. They peek out onto Hut as well. Dupree's able to get one frag before he goes down. JDC goes walking into the site, but he's going to get shot in the side of the head from CT Vent. And it's all on BMAS. He's got 40 seconds to work with here. If he walks out of Hut, he's going to be shot in the face by Zaiwu. He's also being flanked with a Famous. So he just plays on the lip. Could actually be a bit of a timing for him to work with here. Just depends if he's ready for this. Not going to be prepared at all. Mistua was in the back line. And that's the kill.
And again, Vitality locking down that A site. They try to get the split out through main. We've had lots of 4v4s in this game so far. Whoever gets the opening pick, it's almost always traded by somebody else.
Yeah.
Right? Like, almost always. It's another nice shot from Zaiwu as well.
Well, I think a lot of that has also been because for like the first 4 to 3 rounds of the game, every time Mouse would go outside, there was a gap in the smoke, and there'd be one free pick, and then Frozen or someone would have to try trade it.
Yeah. Because we've had just so many 4v4s. Which is a little bit rare for Nuke. It's not, obviously it's not ridiculous, 4v4s happen, but on Nuke, generally, someone gets an opening pick, and then everything kind of slows down, right? Whereas here, we've seen just opening pick and trade back on the other side of the map. It's been interesting to watch how these teams play the 4v4s. Especially because Mouse hasn't really gotten outside control, you know? Like, the closest they got was that round with Frozen, sort of tucked away in Big Garage. They've got down Secret a few times, but they haven't really like pushed towards Hell or Heaven or put any pressure towards CT, right? So it's interesting that they're still able to get these trades, given that they're not actually applying that deep pressure. As Apex on top of the Big Garage finds the opening on JDC outside, returning the favor for earlier in the half when JDC got him on the eco with that deagle. And the T's, they're all grouped up in lobby, and I think they're going to want to try to go towards ramp. And Masuda's the only one here. He's playing behind the smoke. This is doable.
He does start to back off, though. Backpedaling towards the ramp now. Audio Q is going to give them the information they want, so they swing off the back of that. They start sprinting towards him with the Tech 9s, and they want to play with a pace. BMAS going to be brought down after he takes the bullet straight to the face. Frozen's tucked in with him. And Masuda goes for the safe play. Back off and play towards the site. Zaiwu, he's watching with the AWP as well. And Mao's relatively stuck now.
And the flank from Apex is coming in. Now the question is, Dexter and Hut, if he turns, if he's looking for it, he's not at all. Apex finds the easy kill. Last 3 players in ramp, they have them trapped now. Apex in lobbies, Zaiwu towards Hell. 1 player down in B. But it is just that 1 player in B. So if they can get the trade here, get the kill on him, they should be able to get the bomb plant. But it's all about finding that trade, and they're not going to be able to do it. The flick up from Masuda as he finds 3 on the eco round. No kills found for the T's. The CT economy going to be very, very comfortable at this point. Having a little eyebrow flick there, a little itch.
Flick it off, yeah.
Yeah, look at him go.
Sometimes you got him, man. Little eyebrow flick, straight back into the game.
That'll wake you up. Just start plucking your
What
eyebrows.
if he's got cheats in that eyebrow, Davey?
Oh my god.
He's toggling.
Oh my god, he's embedded. Oh no.
Everyone's checking the mouse, but it's in the eyebrow. Comes in tomorrow, 1 eyebrow shaved off. You're like, what's going on here?
What's happened?
This is suspicious.
Ooh, Frozen took a ton of damage through that molly to get into that spot in Secret. And with Zaiwu tucked away in back of Big Garage, I mean, he would have heard that. So they know Frozen's there. They know he's taking some molly damage. As the boost onto Red is going to find Apex. That's Torsi getting the opening. The thing is, will they expect Zaiwu back at Big Garage? I don't think so. There's almost no reason for them to expect this, and there's the immediate answer back. This is what I was talking about. Again, we're in the 4 versus 4. They know Frozen's down Secret, and they know at least 1 more player is outside with the op.
CT's being reactive as well as they actually push out towards lobby. So now Magisk's got the information that he wants. JDC takes the bomb down Secret and links up with Frozen. Masuda, he's been doing a good job of holding towards this B site. And he might be tested in a few moments. 45 seconds left on the clock still. Torsi, still just holding with that AWP. But this is the clear down towards DCOM. It's going to be tight on time. And if Masuda does actually just get even 1 kill, you could really throw this round into a risky spot. JDC is going to walk up close towards the door. Frozen's going to go round towards the double side. And Torsi's finally crossed into the side. Dupree's now pulled up as well. This isn't looking good for the T. He's not going to have much time to work with this as the door comes open. They'll have to hit their shots instantly. Oh, B-Mass is also spotted outside. So now you've only got 13 seconds. This is the execute. Horsey with the AWP does hit one quickly, but he's got to get the follow-up frag. Bomb needs to be planted as well. JDC gets it down. And talking of going down through the vent, Magisk, he's here. There's another man in the vent as well. The AWP's doing all the work for them. That's 4 frags found now. 4 Torzy on the AWP. He's got the scope, but he's going to take a bullet to the head and have to slow it down. Run across onto the site. Dupree dashes the molly. He's got to run the whole way around, Davey. He's just going to be sticking it. He's hard on the bomb, hoping he'll be able to pull this one off before the peak comes in. Jumps off, walks up towards Decon, sees the head. Torzy holding and hits it.
Switches to the M4, swings around the corner, and Torzy with the ace, and look at that, the fist bumps come out. The T-side being saved by their opper right there. Great repositions constantly from him throughout this round. Look at where all the different places he's got these kills from. Starts it off outside, and then all over Secret is able to land these frags, and Dupree just didn't have the kit. He wanted to stick it, and he would have won with the kit. He would have had that round, even without it. I mean, Torzy assumed he wasn't defusing at that point because he didn't expect him not to have a kit. So once it got down, you know, it had been 7 seconds since he tapped it, and Torzy's like, oh, okay, he's not on it. That's fine. Unlucky for Dupree. Even without the kit, if he would have stuck that one, would have been the victory. Of course, you can't know that.
Ooh. Yeah, it doesn't have the information they want. So much damage already established here. 44 HP for JDC, 55 on B-Mass.
Yeah. And this round this is a crucial swing round here. Whoever wins this controls the next 3 rounds of the half, because both teams are just completely broke. You can see Dexter's relegated to just the Deagle even. They do still have the op of Torzy, of course. But whoever loses this, they're broke. Neither team has any round loss bonus anymore. As Masuda wants to go aggressive. Torzy's there waiting, but JDC standing in front of him means Torzy has to take his time. Can't take the shot through the teammate. It is, again, the 1-for-1. As we see the 4 versus 4 come out, and Zywoo's here towards ramp. They have got one down into Secret, so that's why Apex is rotating down. He's in. And now the 2 A players, they're going to be under quite a bit of pressure. And you can see that's why the reposition is coming in. Over towards the vent, 1 player on the site. As the T's, they're going back outside. But with only 30 seconds, they're going to have to make their play down Secret quickly.
They start shuffling over, but like you said, you have to be so swift. You've got no real time to work with, and Dupree, he's got all that information now, so the CTs can be ready for the push that's coming in. Zywoo, he's walking his way down the ramp as well. He'll be able to shut down 2 of them with a quick adjustment. Apex with a final frag onto Frozen, and Mouse just went running into the abattoir of the B site.
Yeah, the rotations were there. Dupree, close to that vent, heard everything. They had to start running because they were running out of time. They make the footsteps to give away the sound cues. Dupree hears it all. The rotation comes in from Zywoo with 2 players down in the B site. With that much time left, the lack of utility, absolutely no way for them to get into it. This is going to be the full eco now. Coming out from Mouse. So Vitality very much in control of the half still. But it is, you know, there's 5 rounds left. Mouse is going to get at least 2 gun rounds out of that. Probably 3, but at least 2. So they're in a position where they can still get this 10-5 half. Realistically, there's no reason that they can't. Which is a good half for the T side of Nuke. Of course, remember, this is Mouse's map pick. Next up, we do have Dust 2, which is the pick of Vitality. And if we need it, that 3rd map of Mirage. So Vitality right now, 7-3 on the CT side. Apex again playing on top of Big Garage, just holding for that silo peak. Hadn't come in yet, of course now. Is on the way, as Zywoo actually found the opening with the op earlier. And with a minute left, Mouse have just been waiting. Oh, Zywoo spots him, jumps up, misses the shot actually. Oh no, gets the
1
tag.
HP.
Yeah, down 99 damage op shot, unlucky.
Yeah, that is quite horrific. But luckily enough, he will be able to do 100 damage onto B-Mass.
Oh, another tag.
Oh no, he's tagging everyone. Switches to the Deagle to do it in style, but Frozen's got one of his own, and he will own. Hits him with a hand cannon. Dexter's down on the B site. Masuda ready for that. The solid gold Famous hits heavy, and Dupree takes out Frozen. So Vitality coasting their way through the CT side now, as the game does go 8-3.
Yeah, and what is the buy of Mouse going to be like? That's the big question here for me. Can they afford that op onto Torzy? Because that was, you know, one of the gun rounds that they won. That was the reason why. Obviously, Torzy with the ace. So if they can't get the op into his hands here, it could be a problem. They've been just going outside every single round.
Yeah.
Pretty much on the gun rounds. It's just just go outside, go outside, go outside. They do have the op on Torsi, but he's glass cannon. The T side glass cannon op is a bold call.
It is risky. We'll see how much impact he can have. Because the problem is, that last round, like you were saying, if they only won it because he got an ace, how many times is that going to be sustainable specifically? When he is the candle that burns twice as bright but for half as long, and there's a gap again towards outside. If they come walking up, ZywOo, he's in a position to punish. Frozen, he's going to dive around the corner. Tucks in close. They're trying to bait him to face on this. Torsi has the AWP waiting there. Flashbang, that'll be the peak from Frozen. And that's the opening pick. You do get the first kill, and there's no initial trade this time.
And I think Mouse must be intentionally missing those smokes. Oh, Bymass, he's actually spotted him. Sees him get across, and I thought Magisk was actually going to win out on that, but instead, Bymass gets the kill. Nade's going to come in, should be the trade. But it's still the 4 versus 3. They know where Dupree is. They peek out towards heaven, and that's the double swing. Frozen lands the headshot again, 2 for him on the round. And whenever he has gotten into Big Garage, he has been a menace here for the CTs.
Oh, Frozen catches Apex on a rotate as well to get down towards the B site, but he is now down for the rest of the round as Dexter shuts him in the face with the AK, and it is all on Dupree in a 1 versus 4. Walking around towards the ramp. Not really much more that you can achieve from this. JDC's covering it as well. He's going to be walking up. He's got the angle covered. And that's the headshot. So a 4th round.
And again, Frozen getting into Big Garage. That's their play. They had that huge gap in the smokes again. Maybe I'm trying to think of the reason why, because it's happened too many times for it to be on accident.
Yeah.
I think at this point it must be intentional for whatever reason. And historically there is the precedent where you miss smokes on purpose to either stop people from rotating because you want them to be holding the gap and then you're actually going somewhere else, or to try to bait someone into peeking around it, right? Like you intentionally throw a bad smoke with a big gap in it to bait someone into peeking the gap. There's lots of reasons why. I think there maybe that big gap is to try to bait ZywOo to peek out from Big Garage where Torsi's op is waiting for him, potentially. ZywOo didn't actually take the bait if that was the case.
That's what I was thinking. That's what it seemed like they wanted to try and do, right? And then obviously at that point, Frozen was able to get close. So you were like, all right, just flash him in, see if he gets the pick.
Yeah.
And I will say, Frozen's actually been hugely impactful for this team. A lot of the rounds they've gotten into, it's with him finding entries.
Absolutely. ZywOo going aggressive off the flash, and it's perfect. Jumps up on the box, finds the headshot onto Torsi, and he's going to get away. Can't recover the op, but they do get the opening pick. Now Bymass, he's trying to answer back. He's walked out of the door, and can he answer back? Dupree down very low, but he lands the shot through the smoke. And for the first time, I feel like in this whole game, not only does the team get the opening kill, but they find the second one as well.
Madness, no trade.
I know, and it looked like there was going to be too, again.
Yeah, it really did. So Mal's down to the 3 Musketeers. Was it Dexter, JDC, and Frozen that are left alive? AWP in the hands of Frozen. He's going to be walking up towards the ramp. They boost up Dupree as well, putting him back up towards Mustang. Masuta on top of the box, trying to hold his own. It's a bit of an off angle. If they're not ready for it, you can maybe do some damage and at least comment across. There's the flick up from Dexter. Now they start pushing their way down. Are they ready for Apex, though? He's tucked in towards Dark Spot.
They shouldn't clear this. This would be... Apex is in the perfect position. They've already killed the ramp player. They're not going to clear him. He's in the perfect spot. He's in the back line. He finds the first line of JDC, but he takes a shot too soon. Bomb's going to get planted. Apex was in the perfect spot to secure the round, but hasn't been able to do it. A small mistake. And now Dupree, oh my god. Oh. The op of Frozen. It's tucked away in the corner, and Dexter catches Magisk jumping up onto the sink. And oh no, Dupree's pushing in. He's low HP, but ZywOo's there. It is the 1 versus 1. Low HP on both players, and Dexter just closes the door. He's going to be able to wrap around towards double. Dupree hasn't recovered the kit. That's on Apex's body towards Dark.
I was so worried for Dexter there as he shut the door. He's got 9 HP, but Dupree's only on 19 health of his own. Time completely gone. He faces out. Dupree will get the kill, but it won't matter. The ship has sailed, and the round will be going the way of Mouse. So many tight intricacies there. All the little mistakes, all the weird plays, man.
Apex just didn't need to take the shot on JDC at all. He had the perfect play. The trigger discipline was there. He waited. And you peek around the corner from Dark, find out where the other players are. Wait for the man to start planting the bomb. Then you know that's one less threat. He did that part correctly. But taking the shot on JDC, Frozen, he didn't know where Frozen was, and Frozen was scaling up on the railing on the far side. He immediately reacts, flicks down, lands the kill. And then Vitality, they're just split up on their retake, and Mouse get 5 here on the T side. And this was going to be a good half if they could finish with 5 to begin with, and now they're looking at finishing with potentially 6 or 7.
You've been able to break the bank for Vitality. So it's just the Scout and the M4 that are going to be the real weapons they've been able to bring out. And that Scout is stationed outside. Frozen's already been tagged down to 60 as well. Ooh. God, by the skin of his teeth there. Nearly hit the headshot. He's baited to face back out. Torzi will see him. There's an opening pick. There could be a quick follow-up as well. Torzi spots out ZywOo as he drives across. He wants to grab that Scout.
Ooh, yeah.
And he could be a menace if he gets it, but he knows he can't peek into garage.
Yeah, now he's realized. He looked at it and he was like, oh, that's too far for me. My arms, they're simply not that long, and I don't have any means, maybe like a big cane. Doesn't have that.
Or one of those like little T-Rex grabby things, you know, where the mouth opens.
Yep. Or maybe just a really big magnet. Just like
maybe.
slowly just drag. Yeah, exactly. Just drag it clear to you.
He's going to go back in. Maybe he does have longer arms than we thought. No. All right.
He wants it so bad. Like, please give me the Scout. That's the hero M4 here from Dupree, the saved M4 from the previous round. Ringing out, finding the trade back, but it is still going to be the A play. And Dupree, he's in the vent, but what's he going to do? Realistically, he can't go up. He just immediately die. But Magisk, he's recovered the AK, and he's going to find Torsi in the back, and no, not like this, Mouse. Not like this. You've had such a good half. The eco is seriously going to be the punishing play. They don't have a kit. It is still the 2 versus 3 retake. So still favoring Mouse in this situation without the kit, but Vitality can make this happen.
They're playing together. They're ready for the attack from the nest. BMAS lines them up, and Dexter gets the final pick. Oh, it got so tight, though. Really scary. After you got the frag onto the player walking his way back into main, things look dangerous.
Yep.
But they do take the round, Davey. And like you were saying, we were thinking, okay, 5-10, that's a better half. That's pretty nice, considering how the game was going. Now, you've bested that and have an opportunity to actually get a really clean half out of this.
And honestly, I mean, like I said, talking to some of the other casters in the pregame before this one, they were talking about how Mouse just sort of just does the same thing and defaults every single round. And so far this game, we haven't seen them do anything else. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like there is intricacies to the smokes they're throwing, the gaps they're leaving in them intentionally, whether they're working towards big garage or secret, right? Like all of those things are true. But we haven't seen them on gun rounds go out A. We haven't seen them on gun rounds really. I mean, they've got the pick on Masuda a couple times in ramp, and that's pretty much it. That's the only variance we've seen. So Mouse are just doing exactly what they want to do very effectively. And it's been working for them with 6 rounds here on the T side.
So again, this time, they start to take that control towards outside. Apex is going to be flashed out by his teammates, and he's going to go straight through the smoke. JDC's bypassed him as he's going to be pushing over and potentially able to make a bit of a play out of this one, as he can now flank up onto Nest. There is a 1-for-1, but Dexter, he swings out. Oh, big shot onto ZywOo. That's a lovely follow-up frag. Apex in the vent. He's going to be dropping down to a shallow grave, and it's all on Masuda up top by the ladder. Oh, no. Walks into the face of JDC. He'll drop a woo. They'll be dropping the round. And at the end of the day, Mouse, that's a great T-half on Nuke. That's exactly what you want.
Yeah, and I'm a little bit surprised we didn't see more reaction from Vitality to try to stop those outside plays for Mouse, right? They never put the op down into secret. They never really had aggressive plays outside. We saw ZywOo with the 1, with the FAMAS, right? The desperation push. When the flash came in, he jumps up, he finds the opening. Great, perfect. But we never saw them start the op over towards secret. We never saw ZywOo getting aggressive towards back red with the op either. There was really no, I guess, real effort put in from Vitality to stop Mouse from making those plays outside. They never stacked 3 out there. You know, like there is lots of responses to force Mouse to change how they're playing. But Vitality seemed content to let them try to go outside, and Mouse was content to get to keep doing it.
Second half pistol now. And Dexter, he's already walking up towards the ramp. They're going to set up with a utility. But Dexter, he could ruin this. If he has the confidence to go for a play like this, Davey, he'll be in the backline instantly. He'll get all the information. He's seen the barrel of the Glock. Masuta with the first frag. He's gone undetected. Because of all the noise of them running out, they won't hear that he's creeping up on them. Oh, Apex, see you later. And Dupree goes down. Mouse with a pistol round. And Dexter's going to be happy with that one.
Look at that from Dexter. The info play, pushing into ramp early. So risky. He had 3 players inside of the A site. If he goes down and they take ramp control, that could be round over, but he pushes up, he finds the flank. Timing was perfect. The 2 kills on the players swinging out of the door, and then the 180 headshot onto Apex. He was throwing nades on top of the roof. After he throws that Molotov, throws those flashes, he comes down, he tries to trade onto Dexter, but he just misses, and Dexter does not. 3 headshots on the round for him as Mouse. They tie us up now. It's 8-8 off the back of the second half pistol, and they're on the CT side of Nuke, Jack.
It's exactly where they want to be. And Vitality only have Glocks. This is not what you want. And right now, they're just sitting around towards Trophy Room. If you do barrel down on the ramp, you've got to be praying that somehow you stop Dexter before he just slays everyone. He'll get the first contact. Frozen's here to peek, and 1 by 1, he'll take a couple of kills each. Apex will be the last to fall once again, as Torzi steals that one away with a scout. And Mouse, they've got the lead.
The double M4 setup towards ramp really wasn't that fun for Vitality there.
No.
They thought, no, let's all group up ramp, try to run down Dexter on it, see if we can just chase him down and get 1 kill, maybe get a bomb plant if we're real lucky. Just straight into the double M4 crossfire. Yeah, just nightmare.
A couple of Galils coming out as well as they do buy up into this one. It's a 3 AKs, 2 Galils. Utility to play with. Round 18, 9-8. Mouse now leading the game on their CT side.
And we're already going to see a different look as they're all setting up for nades here on top of the T roof. Looks like it's going to be the A execute. Masuta dropping another one over to him. So 3 players in lobby, 2 players throwing the nades. This is sort of your standard A hit. There is 3 CTs here, though, and you can see they're already playing anti-flash. BMAS is tucked away, relying on JDC to find that first contact. And here comes the hit.
Molotov to try and force him off, but he's playing on the lip, and he won't actually have to move. He can just hold his ground and puts his foot down massively, then dives into the hut. And JDC just doesn't care, Davey. He's doing whatever he wants in this round. Apex battles back on the Galil. Oh, the tag will slow him. There can be a peek out as well. He spotted the side of BMAS as he tries to creep into him, but the scout lines up the shot, and it's all on Zywoo, back towards ramp.
Oh, and he's tucked away behind that box. Did Zywoo see him? I think he might have. Now he definitely did. As he's looking for any rotations. Frozen is walking in, but is he going to face? As soon as Dexter gets contact, surely there it is. The swing out from Frozen, the support is there. And Mouse, they shut down that A hit completely from Vitality. You could see BMAS, he was up on Mustang just already playing anti. From the very beginning of the round, he's like, yeah, I know what you're doing. I know what you're going to try to do. Like, look at this. Honestly, the top hut molly just misses.
Yeah, it just wasn't in a place to stop him. So he was able to sit on the lip for the first 2, and then he just goes, I'm going to swing.
So that molly, that one, where it lands, is fine if you're diving down the vent, right? Because you just don't want to get peeked from that side of hut. If you're going out hut, you need the molly that lands and to cover the entirety of the top of hut. You don't need it to hit Tetris like the other one. It just has to cover all of hut. So it is just a missed molly from Vitality that ends up costing them the round.
And it's a rough round to lose as well. That was your investment. Now you're down to just the Deagles and the Scout. Flash clear outside. Apex playing on top of T-Red, looking for a peek. If he hits ahead, maybe there's an opportunity for them to then react off the back of it, but Torzi peeks in with a Galil. God, that is sickening.
Double swing was perfect. Peek from main, or really behind the blue box, and from hell at the same time. Finds the headshot onto Apex. As we've seen him doing quite a bit of scouting so far in this game, actually. It hasn't been Zywoo, it's been Apex.
Yeah, he's loved the scout. It's not really helped a massive amount into this round, though. Now there's only 3 Ts left. A bit of leg being seen. But Zywoo still hitting the shots. Problem is, Frozen's on the scene, and he is obscene with that M4. Massive work done. And it is just Masuta that you have left. 72 HP, he's towards ramp, he's got 30 seconds. He'll have a long chat with himself. He is going to be walking back down. Frozen's here. He'll hear that. The audio cue's given up where he is. So as soon as he comes running in, Frozen should get the quick shot off. If not, JDC can take the fight. And that's the way the round goes. So 11-8. CTs. They're into it. This is what I was saying as well. JDC, he would be my favorite teammate to play with.
Oh, dude, he seems pumped.
He just seems like the nicest guy to be on a team with. He's always excited.
I feel like sometimes I would just start to get annoyed, though. Like, I couldn't sit next to him. You know what I mean? Like, it's good and all, but, like, there'd be part of me where it's like, man, like, we just want an eco, okay? Like, it was an eco. Stop yelling at me.
Sick round, Davey. Woo!
Yeah, you did great, man. It's like I shot one guy with a Glock in the back.
Keep it up, baby.
Yeah,
Let's go.
It's like, dude, leave me alone.
One more kill.
But I can see what you're saying. He is very, very animated, very positive by the looks of things.
Sometimes you need someone like that.
Oh. Did he block it? Aw.
He's not a footballer. Oh, he is.
Yeah.
The header.
Oh, and the thing about that, too, is that Vitality's not going to know that he blocked it. So somebody's yelling at a teammate for missing a smoke right now. And
I did the lineup. I did the lineup.
He's like, dude, I didn't miss it. I hit that 100 times. Like,
what are you doing, bro?
Like, somebody is pissed right now that a smoke missed.
Just going full Mo on the comms.
Yeah, so that's always funny.
Line up the smoke, man.
I had a teammate miss an E-box smoke one time on train and try to tell it landed, like, next to the red train, like, almost in sandwich.
Yeah.
And he tried to tell us that they blocked it. It's like, do you know how E-box smoke works? Like, you throw it out of spot. The CTs aren't there to block. They're not outside of team mid blocking your smoke, you freak.
He put a table down or something. He blocked it. He's got an umbrella.
Yeah, I was like, man,
I
they
don't
didn't
know.
block your smoke, bro. Like, calm down. Oh, silent drop. Based.
Logistical nightmare. Apex being very vocal, coming across exactly what they need to do in a round like this. Masuta's going to be walking out. First frag goes the way of the T's. Dupree, does he clear tight left? Of course he will. Finds the head of JDC. Two players, the last remaining alive, are at the back of the site, and BMAS picking over the Molotov. He goes down as Zaiwu hits the shot. Frozen, tucked in behind the silo, walks up, lines it up, gets two of them, and the adjustment. Oh, so close to saving that round. But Magisk, he gets the shot off and stops it right then and there.
Like you said, so close to saving it. The bait play from Mouse was so good. BMAS surviving in the back of the site for so long, finds the kills, does all that he can. But it just wasn't enough. Frozen with the multi-frag. Needed to land that third if he wanted to save the round. But Magisk with the response. And we can see the money's just not there for Vitality. They've just had so many players die. They do manage to save the op for Zaiwu, so that's something. And it's big from Dupree to come alive in that round, too, because he's having kind of a quiet game, 9 and 13. He has been doing almost all the entrying here on the T side. And on CT side, he was playing rotate strike because they just never went A, except for when they would split through main, and one of his teammates was already dead. So big for him to run out and find those two openings.
Yeah, because if he doesn't get a follow-up frag here onto JDC, he can just be so annoying. And that's all he has to do in that position, is just be a nuisance. And a round could have played out completely differently. So, huge props. And they needed it. You had to keep the game close. It's 11-9. Mouse are building up a big lead to work with on the CT side. They do have money, though, so the buy will come straight back out. And that is a hefty tag. 47 HP from the get-go.
He's just playing behind red now as well. The smokes are going to land this time. Molotov towards the secret stairs. Just to create some space. The nade dropped onto Dupree. It's just 22 damage, but it's always something. Zaiwu with the op. He's walking across outside. There's nobody here to contest it either. They've dropped one into secret. That's Torsi. He's gone down. So Zaiwu at the top of the secret stairs. If they walk down here, potentially they might go for the boost to try to clear it. Oppers are becoming more and more aware of that, though. But Torsi's in the perfect spot. And this is something we never saw Vitality do on their CT side, right? They never put the op down in secret.
You still got 50 seconds. You don't have to overcommit to anything just yet. And Zaiwu, he's been waiting outside this entire time. Fingers crossed, hoping a pick will come his way. But the first frag is found. That's actually the win against Torsi down secret. So he took the fight. He walked into it. And now you've given him some leeway. They can start pushing up into this B site. Frozen's on a ramp. 20 seconds left as they do aggress out through decom and look to make a play with this. Smoke going to be dropped as well. Frozen peeking for the top. Sees the head of Magis. That's going to be the opening pick. You have to react soon. Bomb needs to be planted. Masuta in the back of the site will get it down. 4 versus 4 on the retake. Close towards the vent. Debris. Is he prepared? He's watching the angle. He's going to be in a good spot to try and contest against this, but the flashbang blinds him and JDC takes him down. 2v3, sideline for Apex. He was still on the A site, ready for the flank, and BMAS has been able to batter him back. It's all on side. To watch the decon. Nade comes out through the door. That's the jump out as well. Fires off the warning shot and recoils away into the awaiting arms of BMAS. All in a 1v1 now. Zywoo switches off the AWP. Grabs the M4. Cheeky flash on the corner. No real time to work with either. Oh, he's going to be blind, but time's ticked away. And at the end of the day, it feels like it should be a round for Vitality. They take it back 11-10.
Big clutch from Zywoo there again, being aware of all the positions he needs to be in, constantly moving, so mobile in those clutches. Lands the shot, repositions towards the single door, and at that point, it's just about playing the time. Does it to perfection. And I have to say, Torsi going down in secret is shocking to me. He must have pushed forward.
He did. He pushed on the angle and just got tapped because of it. You could see where his corpse was at the end.
That's just such a mistake. You have full control of secret. You are the most important player in that round when you're down there with the op. As this, they're straight through the molly. They're going fast into the A site. Magic's trying to adjust onto BMAS. JDC already has 2, and now BMAS with 2 of his own. Can he find the third? He can't. It is Apex inside of the A site, but he drops. Mouse answer back with their 12th, and Vitality, their money's broken. They've had so many deaths in all these previous rounds. They're not going to be able to buy.
No cash, no bomb plant, no nothing. And you can see by the spread of the rounds here as well how one-sided this second half has really been for Mouse. And again, this is another round that should be theirs. If you take now 13-10, you're in a prime time position. This is their map pick, Davey, and they want to prove that. This is a best of 3 between these two teams. For that one spot, of course. Oh, that could be going to for the major and Apex. That is a major mistake. Shot through the smoke as Torsi gets the opening pick. Exactly what they want. Keep the Deagles at a disadvantage. Keep them away from you.
And it gets to the point now in this round where you're looking and you're like, what even is Vitality's win condition? You know, like everyone swing outside and try to long range 1D these guys with the M4s, you know?
That's what they were hoping for, but it's not going to happen.
No, it's almost a waste of money to even invest in the Deagles like that. Without any utility, I don't know. There was just no way they were going to be able to win the round unless they all swing outside and hit crazy long-range 1Ds.
Instead, it's just target practice, really, for Frozen.
Yeah, just tapping away with the silenced M4.
Easy pickings.
Yep. So they are going to go up to 13. Full buy does come out for Vitality. No op for Zywoo. If he wanted it, he would have had to glass cannon. And he decides he doesn't want to do the glass cannon T-side op thing.
He's no Torsi.
No. All the smokes come in. You see shots being sprayed out through it, and crucially, that player close towards the T-side vent, BMAS, if Frozen landed any tags through the smoke, BMAS would have heard it and called that out, that they were out there. But because he didn't hear anything, nothing's going to get communicated over. So they haven't really got much information off of it. They're just like, okay, yep, they could be down, they could be crossing. Nades towards A are going to pull the rotations, which allows Vitality to cross without having to throw any extra smokes.
And they're just going straight into the site here. They Molotov defense, there's no quick rotate, but Dexter, he's towards the ramp, pushes up, tries to take the firefight, but loses out against Debris. Now Mouse, you're on a back foot. Oh, Zywoo as well. This is a little bit awkward between him and JDC. Both of them not really wanting to commit to anything here.
It looks like Mouse wants to save. They have them somewhat contained. Obviously, Apex outside. Zywoo towards ramp now. Actually, he's still coming back into lobby, and if he finds this kill, he can flick over. Not going to find the frag, though. BMAS wins out, and Apex is on the flank. They did hear him running around outside, so you can see they're looking for it. 2 players tucked away in CT. Has he seen JDC's gun? He has. Molotov's going to come out. Smokes himself off. Apex might... No, he's fine. Oh, BMAS actually dropped, though. That was towards radio, towards trophy room. It's quite a bit of damage to take from there. I guess the bomb was planted over on that side of the site.
Tactical bomb plant.
Yeah.
The big boom. He's had like 5k in the bank now, so it won't be too bad for him. Obviously, money being a little bit more of a fickle mistress for the T side of Vitality. This game is quite close. It started off a little bit one-sided in favour of Vitality in a few rounds. Dupree looking a bit frustrated as well.
Yeah, it has been kind of a frustrating game for him, right? He hasn't really been able to get into it at all.
We had the one round where he ran out onto the A site, got a double entry, but other than that, like you were saying, it's not been too clean for him. But here we go then, round 25, 13-11. Mao's currently leading. Can they get off 13?
Pressure being applied towards the door as well. They did blind that player playing towards main. As now the cross smokes are coming in again. Frozen spamming through. They wouldn't have heard any hits, and that's because the play is towards main. They're walking up close. Apex, the flash is perfect. The swing from Frozen, and he finds both. Apex and ZywOo drop. Damage being done onto Magisk as well, as he's trying to cross towards Secret. And the counter utility here from Mouse has just been so good. They found the kills, and they've heard them take ramp, and they have the man advantage, so he's like, I'm not even going to fight them. I'm just going to drop into B.
22 HP. He's just got to try and backpedal and get out of there, link up with the rest of his teammates. And is there even much that can be done here? You've still got a minute on the clock. Utility-wise, it's 3 Molotovs, 1 smoke, and a flash. They are trying to work off the back of the position that Masuta has taken, so you can get into ramp at the very least. Heavy set up towards the A site from the CTs. But this is not going to be easy.
No, they do have the smoke on Dupree, so ideally here, you drop the smoke towards the single door, you break the glass, you Molotov down into the secret, so it mollies off the double door, and you can take control. Ooh. Ideally, that's the situation. Instead, they Molotov over towards Dark, second molly backside to force Dexter out, so it is the 1-for-1, but this bomb plant going to be difficult to find. Torsi's flank comes in just that little bit too early. Dupree now, he can plant for the double door, he can plant safe. And that extra molly working to perfection. So actually, Vitality somehow in the 3 versus 5, they've gotten 2 kills. They've got the bomb plant. Masuta's been spotted. And it is Dupree inside of the site here. 76 HP, and he is going to be the linchpin. He's going to be the important player in this round. Needs to pull off the 1v3. Drops into the site, and this is a perfect reposition, but he looks away at the wrong time. Frozen finds the kill from ramp. And Dupree had a moment in that 1v3 where he caught the timings, he caught the player in ramp in the open, but he just wasn't able to land the shot.
Yeah, as he dropped down to the back of the silo, it actually looked like it was going to be a huge play for him. Like, at that point, I was thinking, here we go, this could be sick, but it doesn't happen. And Frozen again. You know, T and CT half towards outside, he's been the linchpin for Mouse. He's been getting entries, he's been locking down rounds, and you finally get off 13 as well. They've got 14 hammered in now, 1 away from match point. 2 away from taking their map pick and pushing us on to Dust 2, the second map in the series. Of Vitality, they use their 4th and final pause.
And I'm sure at this point they're trying to figure out if they want Masuta to drop an op over for ZywOo. He was 16 and like 7 at one point, I think, in this game, so he's cooled off quite a bit. T-side can be a little bit difficult for oppers here on Nuke. They actually decide not to go for the op drop. So ZywOo is going to be going for the AK. That's interesting. I'm a little bit surprised they haven't decided to give him the op. Maybe it's going to be the A hit. Just trying to think of why they would not want him to have it.
Ooh.
Oh, they heard it. Surely. Nope, they didn't. Oh, miss! Crucial miss from Torsi. Somehow putting the bullet right between the 2 T's inside of trophy room. Oh, they are lucky to get away with that.
The impact he would have had if he found that opening frag could have been miraculous, but instead, like you were saying, divine intervention, Vitality with a little bit of luck on their side, as the shot will miss. Oh, Torsi! He's already repositioned back towards Garage. He's outside, but he's tagged down to 18 HP. And this is a bit spooky. Dexter, he's still holding towards ramp. But they've got secret control now, so you're applying pressure all over the map.
And they're grouped up towards ramp, so this is just going to end up being the B hit, I would think. Magisk down secret. Has a teammate there in support as well. As the 3-man ramp play comes in, so they're going to be scaling forward. Mouse, they've already rotated a player down into B. That was Dexter earlier in the round. Had to get that one done quickly, as now the split's coming in, and JDC just drops down the vent, seemingly unaware of the secret play, and Dexter wins out on a crucial fight with ZywOo. The bomb needs to go down. Dexter's low HP, they're closing in on him, and Dupree opens the door at the perfect time, finds the kill, and this should be the save call for the CTs. They don't have the money, they don't have the positioning, and Vitality have the bomb site.
You can't afford to go for it. Even just Torzi throwing the AWP into the wind would be a silly mistake to make. So like you're saying, all three of them have to just hard commit to the save here. It's a match point. Still not going to go their way. Vitality. Pick up their 12th. But that is a round that could have unfolded so differently if Torzi got that frag when he went aggro towards ramp in the opening moments. If he gets the first pick, this could have changed. He then wrapped instantly towards outside as well. Doesn't get a kill, instead just takes a bullet, bringing him down to sub 20 HP. A tight game in the second half. Vitality not wanting to give up. Nuke, they do not want to give this over to Mouse.
This is such a big round. 14-12. Vitality, we've seen some very good tactical depth, actually. They've tried a lot of different things. Not all of them have worked, but they've really mixed it up. We've seen a lot more from them on their T side. Different smoke sets, different plays around them. Fast plays towards A. Even the ramp hits. I mean, they've been everywhere here on the T side. Counter flash is good. Frozen does get the tag onto Magisk. I don't know if anybody was nearby to hear it. But again, we see Vitality getting 2 players down into secret. This is just the exact same play as last round. They're just like, all right, bro, run it back. And ramp is going to be open again. Dexter's rotating back over now, but he might be too late. Flash is in. It's going to blind him, and they're going to take ramp control again. Torsi here with the op inside of secret hole, and the swing for Magisk just a little bit too early. Dexter gets 1 for 1 in ramp as well. And Torsi, he's here at the double door. He finds Dupree pushing forward.
2 kills already. Hungry for a third, but his teammate of JDC will be banished from the vent. And Apex, he's flanking up on Torzi. Walks kite towards the double doors, looking at the smoke, and then going to back up to get the bomb plant down. Torzi, paranoid about the face from the vent. Apex charges back in, shuts the door, close shot on the AWP. He's taking a few pot shots, and there actually will be a big gap in the door now. Nate comes in to blow it clean off. Oh, all right, Torzi. And he's still alive, 6 HP, hits it as well. Man, how is he doing this? He is just slapping him in the face with the AWP again and again. He had the ace on the T side. Now he's got himself a lovely little 4K. That's big.
That is absolutely massive. I thought Apex was going to get that trade for sure. Even the pick onto ZywOo there inside of the vent. I mean, the awareness, right? Just to be on the stairs, getting closed down on by Apex, and to just have the composure, the calmness to flick up and get that kill on ZywOo inside of the vent. I mean, that is just a massive performance from him. Look at this. He knows Apex is close to the door, and he still knows he's going to be able to peek up and find the pick onto ZywOo. Absolutely massive performance as Mouse lock in map point. This was their map pick. They win this one. If this is it, if this is the last round, we will be going to Dust 2 where Vitality's going to need to answer back. And Apex headstring back already into this round. Finds the opening onto Frozen. The aggression outside from Torsi as well. He finds him.
Apex the Annihilator creates so much space outside. And Miles in the 28th round. Now 2-man down. They're going to be reeling to come back in this one. With so much time, Vitality don't have to commit to anything. They're going to group up, Wolfpack their way out towards the ramp. And this is so scary. Torzi's been a difference maker, but he's not alive now.
Apex gets spotted, but not found. Down to 6 HP. HE grenade should be enough. Oh, no. He jumps away, puts him down to just 3. Aggression in lobby found from ZywOo. Counter molly comes out, and it is just going to be the round going the way of Vitality. Mouse, again, going to have to try to save this one. I'm not sure If they're going to be able to buy next round off the back of this, the money's not great. I think if they lose this one, they might have to concede 14 to Vitality and play for that last round of the game. Because they should be on the lowest bonus at this point, I think. Should just be 1,400. Maybe 1,900, but either way, it's not going to be enough to buy, and there's no way it's 24, so.
And this is going to be very scary for them. Oh, Dupree going up the ladder as well. There is a player waiting on T-Roof, but JDC sees a little bit of his fringe, takes a few shots. Oh, the ladder's not fun. It's like snakes and ladders, but it's just mouths and ladders.
Yeah, pretty much. Mouse and Vitality.
That is the game.
Mm-hmm.
You're not wrong, Davey.
So yeah, we haven't seen the money yet, but I don't think Mouse is going to be able to buy. They're going to have the 2 hero M4s. They're going to want to save everything else they have. Yeah, take a look at that. Wait, no. They're forcing into this one. Wow. That is a bold call to make.
This is going to be so risky. If you don't win this round, you've gambled so much. Oh, Apex as well. We got the 2 picks outside last time. But this time around, he walks into the arms of Frozen. He throws away that Famous, upgrades onto the AK. And now that's more firepower in the palms of Mouse. Here in round 29, 15-13. They need to shut this round down if they want to close it out here, or else their money's going to be broken. And they're being for a very rude awakening from Vitality. Vitality aggressing towards ramp. Horsey doesn't need the AWP. He'll do the damage with the M4 instead. Mauls Masuta. Dupree, he's dead. See you later, Zywoo, as it's all on Magisk. He might be tapping out, and he might be trying to stay alive, but it's not looking good for him. Hard commits to the spray, and JDC gets it over the finish line as they will take the game. 16 rounds hammered in. They win their map pick of Nuke, and we're going to Dust 2.
And Mouse with the bold call there in round 29 to go for the force buy, the 2 FAMAS, the 3 M4s after they saved the 2 weapons. And I was looking at it and I'm like, ooh, this is ballsy. You don't have the op on Torzi, which has been a huge part of your game so far. How many rounds did he win alone with the op? At least 2 or 3. So to not have the op out on him was a